Alright guys, outdoors. Everybody come on.
To be a mixed martial artist mentally, what does it take? I guess some loose rocks upstairs. It's a passion, you know. You gotta wanna make. You have to want to make the sacrifices and do the whole blood, sweat, and tears thing to feel the victory. You know, you have to want to work. You have to want to put your body to the limits and push yourself mentally and study and go through videotapes of, you know, different techniques and boxing and Muay Thai. I mean, you just have to want to expand yourself, your inner self, you know, to be a mixed martial artist, to be a true mixed martial artist, not a fighter. That's what it takes. You know, you have to want to better yourself, you know, internally as well as externally. And it's something that's like nothing else I've ever experienced, you know.
ACT on 3. 1, 2, 3. ACT!
He was very rambunctious, but you see, his sister was 7. She was the baby, and she was 7 when he was born. So the year that he was born, I had my oldest son was in high school, as a matter of fact, getting ready to graduate. So Cody had 3 older brothers and a sister, and I think they instigated quite a bit too.
We've always been really, really close. The others were older, doing their own thing, you know, and we were always close, you know. We were always, just always played together and, you know, hung out together, and, you know, he played the things that I like to play with, and I had to do the things that he liked to do. So a lot of his stuff was outside, you know, playing on the swing sets, mostly what I can remember. Always taking his shirt off, always taking his shoes off. So, you know, always hanging on bars and swinging on huge rope swings, just anything he could do to see how far he could go, pretty much.
Pretty much my mom was a single mom, raising 4 of us at the time, working 2 jobs, you know, doing a lot for the family. So on the time she wasn't there, I was under my brother's care, and things tended to get a little on the rougher fighting, roughhousing side more often than not. So, you know, I mean, for a kid growing up, that was great.
They would egg him on quite a bit to do, you know, be daring, and, you know, I think one of the remarks I remember best that the boys used to always tell him when he was just a baby in diapers. They would tell him, "Come on, Cody, put your dukes up, put your dukes up," and they would show him how to do it, and he could do that before he could say his first word.
The family we had, we operated as one, you know, and if one of us needed something, the other one would, at the drop of a hat, be there for that person. And I mean, it shaped me to appreciate family. And now that I have extended my family into American top team and all the guys we train with and coaches and staff and anyone that helps, you appreciate the small things that people do for you when you know they don't have to.
But I even think that the mixed martial arts has made him a more dedicated, serious person, even a better father in a way. Like, you know, because TKA is a lot about family, and he's realized, you know, we can do all this and we can still keep a tight-knit family, and everybody can still be involved.
When Colton came into my life, I definitely needed him more than anything in the world.
When you see him with Colton, it's, I don't know, it's like that feeling that's like undescribable. Like, he has more fun sitting here half the time playing with Colton on the couch. Like, he smiles the most when he sees Colton, more than fighting more than anything else.
To see him, to hold him for the first time, it just give you a real appreciation for life in general. And you know, I hate to, you know, hit on all these cliches, but they're so true. When you look at your son or your daughter for the first time, and you know, you just melt inside. You just can't believe it. And he's definitely kept me going more than once, you know, in all aspects of life. You know, to be a good person, to drive and to be a better person, to strive and try to be a better fighter, be a better mixed martial artist. He's always there at the base of it somehow, some way. And watching him grow up and be around this atmosphere and have to teach him the discipline as he comes up, it's a good thing. And it's definitely beneficial to me to have him in my life, without a doubt.
I think some of the things that have really stood out to me are the integrity, the humility, the sense of family that the fighters have, their dedication to one another and to their families. And that's one thing that I really admire probably most about TKA, is that's where Cody trains. Mike Berryhill is diligent in talking about family first, and I think that's very important, and especially to the young men that some are fathers, some will be fathers one day, and I think I don't think there's anything more important that you can instill in a young man than how important their family is, and that family always comes first.
You know, we had a special family growing up, real tight, you know, real supportive all the way around. My brother, Jason, he did things at a young age that I don't, still to this day, don't know how he had the courage and the belief that he could do it in him. But he did. You know, he worked 2 jobs as well. You know, Christmas time came around, he was only 16 years old, putting his money together with my mom so that I could have Christmas presents under the tree. And it was, looking back on it now, it really has a special place in my heart. You know, all my siblings and my mother, just the things that they went through to make sure that, you know, we had food on the table and clothes on our back, and just you know, a good upbringing. It's really something that I hold close to me, and that win, lose, or draw inside the cage, that's something that can never be taken away.